Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another video at the Compliance Compass, or TCC for short. My name is Chenglin Q, and if you don't know me already, I am the director of TCC, and we help business owners such as ecom, crypto, online businesses, or software consultation. We help business owners structure their business internationally so that their taxes can be reduced. Now, if you are where I'm from, that is up to 27% of taxes reduced, right? Now, it may be less, it may be more, depending on where you're from, but you can always hit me up in the email. You can always send me an email below to ask how we can structure it for you, or fill out the form that we also have in the description below. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. The reason why I made this video is what happened to Bitcoin just today and yesterday. Because, what's the date today actually? Sorry. And 2 days ago. Because for some reason, Bitcoin reacted very positively to Venezuela getting bombed, right? Now, pardon for the lack of clothing. It's very hot. It's steaming. I'm literally sweating. I can't say it, but I'm sweating really badly. So, got my clothes off, got my fan running, got my cooler running. But anyways, the reason why I'm making this video is, for some reason, like I said earlier, Bitcoin reacted very positively to Trump unilaterally going in and taking Venezuela's president and his wife, right? It's so funny when you say it like that. But I'm not going to get too deep into politics because it doesn't matter whether or not you're for or against Trump, right? That shit is not constitutional at all, but it doesn't really matter. What we focus on is how we can help you reduce your taxes and crypto. Anyways, if we look at the 4-hour chart here, ever since it broke past this point, the 90k point right here, I've been a little bit sus. And then when the news broke that Venezuela got attacked or got bombed by Trump, it skyrocketed. It pumped like crazy since Saturday, which is 3rd of Jan. Starting from here, I got my FEG drawn here. Don't mind it. But ever since here, it just pumped. I don't know why. I don't know why it pumped. I don't know why the Bitcoin's reacting so positively to it. Doesn't matter. What I said in my previous crypto video held true. Bitcoin did go up since this point, and if you did buy from when I told you to buy in the previous video, you would have been up around 5% or so, if my math is correct. Anyways, I don't think this is gonna last. I don't think this rally is gonna last at all. Because if we take it the long, if we take a look at the weekly time frame. Oops, did I just move something? Okay, we're all good. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, it's still bearish, right? And usually, I don't want to go too far back because I'm only using one hand right now. But usually, what happens now is that Bitcoin might revisit the 50-week moving average, which is here, at around 98,000 to around 99,000, probably closer to 97-ish. It will revisit the 50-week moving average, and then it might reject. The chances of it rejecting is high if we base it off of previous trends. Let me go find it. Sorry, give me 1 second. For example, here, during 2021 going into 2022, Bitcoin actually had a small relief rally. It broke above the 50-week moving average, and then it kind of rejected after that. So I'm not saying it might play out 1-to-1 exactly, but that is a possibility that might happen. Now, we don't know. Okay, looking at price action, looking at the charts, you're only seeing one piece of the puzzle because Bitcoin is part of a wider global economy. So you can't just look at the chart independently and say what's going to happen because I don't know. Maybe China will follow US's footstep and take over Taiwan, right? And then Bitcoin might, I don't know, it might either pump or crash. Who knows? But from what we can tell using the charts and previous trends, it might reject from the 50-week moving average. And it does fall in line with this bearish fair value gap as well. So the stars are lining up, but we can never say for certain what's going to happen. Now, in the end, what should we do, you may ask? Well, there's nothing much you should be doing apart from dollar cost averaging. Like I said, the true winners are always the people that bought and held. Bought and held. People that bought and held always turn out to be the winners for Bitcoin. Because if you play around with leverage, you're eventually going to be bit in the ass. E.g., James Wynn on Twitter. This guy had, I think, 500 mil, and he played it, he leveraged it all the way down to like a few thousand, if I can remember. I'm not too sure. He got 8 by the Sharks. But if you just bought and hold, you would have made a lot of money, right? No point playing around with leverages, no point 50x, no point 100x, no point playing around with Bitcoin perpetuals when Bitcoin itself is an exponentially appreciating asset, right? So, end verdict, just buy and hold. That's it. Eventually, it's gonna keep pumping up. It's probably gonna reach 400, 500k by 2035. So, do what you want with that information. All I'm saying, as summary for this video, is that Bitcoin is currently trending up. Yes, there's a relief rally. Yes. But it just might sharply reject from this gap right here. If it doesn't reject from the gap, right? If it consolidates within the gap, then the chances of it going even higher is more likely. But if it touches the gap and it comes back down, the chances of it rejecting is highly, highly likely. But either way, you should still buy and hold, right? In the end, that is the best advice I can give you. It's not financial advice. Let me make that clear right now, okay? It is not financial advice. What I give on this channel is not legal advice. So take it as you will. Take it as you will, okay? Don't use me as a source of judgment or wisdom, because in the end, I am just a person like you, like everybody else who has access to limited information and just trying to do his best. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Bitcoin might pump to 98,000-ish or so and then come down. I hope it comes down, right? We should always pray that Bitcoin revisits its lows from the previous cycle, because people that hope for higher prices for Bitcoin they're kind of they're not in it for the game. They're in it for money. I'm in it for the game. I want Bitcoin to revisit this accumulation zone that happened between March 2024 and November 2024, right? Because that is the next best area to buy. That is the next best area to accumulate within. I really hope it revisits this zone sometime soon, around 74,000, because my goodness, if I can get into Bitcoin as of right now at that cheap price, I will be so happy. So happy. We're never seeing this again. We are never seeing Bitcoin revisiting 20,000, 19,000 ever. Actually, it was at a low of 60,000. We are never seeing this ever again, right? The chances of it sharply dropping all the way down to 20,000 is highly improbable. Not saying there's not a chance, but the probability of it is very, very low. So anytime Bitcoin does dip, you should always buy it, because Bitcoin is an appreciating asset, right? Bitcoin is an asset that is a hedge against inflation. It's a hedge against the current financial system that is trying to bog everyone else down that is not part of the elites. So you should always try to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can before it's too late, before Bitcoin reaches 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 1 million, right? Before Bitcoin visits that, buy now. Again, not financial advice. Do what you want with what I told you, and have a lovely, lovely night. See ya.